Welcome to a very rainy and very icky Riverbend episode 84, and a little bit jerky as well. I just updated my graphics drivers, and for some reason, FarmSim's like, oh, I don't know, I don't remember what the stuff was. Yeah. So it does that. I don't like it. There is a new mod out called the Production Control. And what it allows me to do is take things like this, for example, where I've been making bread and then it sells on its own. I can change my productivity up to 300%. It's not upgradable factories, but boy, let me tell you what, it is pretty darn close. So I'm going through and I'm just setting anything that I possibly have all the way up to 300%, so it does it fast. Now that all of that is done, I've remembered that we have digestate literally everywhere. I got me a new truck to help out with, well, I guess getting all of this digestate and stuff like that. Although I hadn't really thought about how I'm gonna get this one out of here. I guess here? Can I do it? Oh, I can do it this way. Oh, sweet. We got digestate around at quite a few different places. So I believe it's at the PGA Extreme. Yeah, there's quite a bit there. Do I only have one of those? No, I got a couple more down here. Here's 500,000 liters there. There's 1.2 million. And then we got wherever we're at now, probably one of those two. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. So we got 73,000 liters of digestate out of one of them. And we gotta go do that again, except the rest of these have a lot of digestate in them. So these takers have been modified not only to go a little bit faster, it just take a little while to get up to speed, but it does go faster. Please, I hope the speed is increased because the last one was rough, dude. Hey, it is faster. All right, sweet. Even though I've only modified the tankers to hold 500,000 liters each. We might need another tanker. Yikes. Anyway, so I'm getting this stuff out of here just so I can sell it. We're not going to use it for anything. I'm not going to take the digestate and use it in the field for slurry or anything like that. If I needed to, we just cheat it. I don't know. One thing that we will do and are going to do, though, is we're going to get rid of some of these tractors because they're not as good as I wanted them to be. They're extremely large tractors, and that's cool. But they're also extremely underpowered for what I need. I need tractors with, like, hundreds and hundreds of horsepowers, like, over 500. Not even just for that. Ooh, harvest income, $67,000. So we got another 100 or 1,000 for the environmental score. What is my environmental score? I'm just curious. So environmentals are 55. Of course it is. One nice update from sometime in the last one. This guy, he is working hard. So we've gotten, we've got a couple 100,000 liters of everything going in there. But canola's going up, which is great. Oats are going up. Straw's almost to 300,000 liters. And wheat is at 31,000. That's super cool. Oh, yeah, I got to get another trailer. The next digestate thing's 1.2 million. This whole thing's just 1.5. I think I'm going to have to cheat these even more to hold like 1 million liters. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Is that for my thumbnail? I think that was a thumbnail. Anyway, we're going to keep the Delta track because I really like that tractor. However, there's some of the other ones like Big Roy and maybe that Ford as well. We're just going to have to get rid of them. They're not powerful enough. They're not big enough. They can't haul the things they want to haul. I think the Delta track's going to be okay. That was not me. That was not me. I blame the steering in the game. It's awful. There's nothing I can do, so I just have to get over it. While we're at it, we may as well take some of the slurry that we've got around here and sell that. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get slurry out of here. 125,000. That is going to take a minute. So then I guess we could take this guy and move a couple things around the main farm and maybe sell a couple tractors while we're at it. One that I'm not selling is the small versatile. So we're not going to sell the little guy right there. What was that called? The Nemesis. Yeah, we're not selling that. I might hang on to that, but I think we've got a Magnum around here somewhere that'll do exactly what it'll do, but better. So we'll swap that out at $17 million. I think I have the ability to swap out things that I don't like. That's fairly cool. Oh, I have 2 of the Genesis. Oh, Oh, I must have gotten rid of the other ones faster than I thought I did, because they are not here. Now, I know it's not the biggest thing, but I wonder if this would do us good and actually give me that power that I really want. Oof. 300% on the articulated steering is a lot. Yeah, I wonder if this would do what I want. I don't know. We'll find out. It was very cheap. Like $200 and some $1,000. Extremely cheap. I know we call that extremely cheap. That's extremely expensive. And now that we've got the little baby piggies, let's come over here and we'll get the slurry away from this, if I can. It is currently not letting me. Please, I would like to have it. There we go. All right, fill that back up. That's gonna take a little bit more time, so then we can pop back over here and see if there's anything else that we need to swap in, swap out, anything. I love this seeder. We're gonna hang on to it because it's pretty epic. We probably need to get a hold of another one, something else. I know I mentioned something about the case in a previous series. Oh, and this little guy? Don't worry about that little guy right now. Yes, this one right here. So, I kind of want to use this. It is a very nice piece of equipment. The seeder itself, it is direct drill, which is fantastic. We want to go with the pull behind because that's going to put the tank behind this. I do want to change up the wings a wee bit, so we'll go with that. And just for funsies, we'll change the secondary and the drawbar color up to black. So now we can do a little bit of a twofer. Come on, make the turn. Come on. I hate steering. Also, we've got the ability to dump between tankers, and it looks really silly because it just looks like I'm trying to get it to dump out the back. All right, let's see if it... Nope, it is still trying to dump into the tanker behind me. I think we can figure this out. I'm just gonna drop this right there. We'll get away from it. There we go. Cool. And then we can bring our slurry over here and drop it in. This isn't a BGA. I didn't think about that. Guess there's no rules saying we can't build one, right? There you go. There we go. Another production chain. So, hey, speaking of production chains, there is one thing that I wanted to do. So there's a couple here that we're leasing. The bakery, for example, which has got a bunch of flour in it. We've also got this guy, the BGA, which I think it's empty, so we could probably stop leasing this at this point. I think. Yeah. Hey, how do I unleash this thing? Manage? Click that? Nope, that wasn't it. And how do I do this? Oh, sell BGA. Yeah. No. Wait. Yes? Yep, that's what I wanted. What I'm trying to do is all of the ones that I'm leasing, I wanted to get rid of them so that I could buy them again. So that we own them. I've leased a bunch of stuff. Now, we've got to come in here. Slurry, let's see. Change the output to selling, I think, right? Yes, selling, productivity. Set that to 300. And activate. Cool. I think maybe the next time I do this, I may just modify this truck to hold like 2 million liters. That way I don't have to carry all these trailers behind me. But for now, what we can do is come over here, select our truck, digestate, fill that up. That's going to go up to 100%. Why is there slurry in one of my tankers? What is going on, man? There's slurry in one of my tankers because I put slurry in one of my tankers. Dump slurry. Hey, all right. Well, that handled it, didn't it? It was in the middle tanker all along. Now back around. Let's fill this up the rest of the way with digestate. Stop. What? Silo wood? No, dude. That's the wrong one. There we go. That's it. There's a lot of triggers beside each other all at once, so I get it. So then, we need to sell all of this digestate. Now, can I do the elusive triple dump? Let's find out. Dump. Hey, all three going at once. Yes. Well, this is still gonna take forever. Oh, one tanker's done. Another tanker's done. And the rear tanker it's going. Did they do one at a time? No. It feels like they went one at a time. Nonetheless, we made $142,000 on digestate. with $2,100 bonus. Of course. Of course. All right, well, I think we've had fun with this little road train. Let's go find somewhere to park this up, which I think over here is going to be perfect. I'll probably forget about it, but we'll put that there nonetheless. There's really not a whole lot more that we can do right now, at least while we wait on this rain to pass. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing. And looking at this, I'm pretty sure that this is not meant to be, well, here. I think you're supposed to put this behind. Yeah, that's where the tube is, and there's nothing coming out the front. Yikes. Well, that's all right. Two could play that game. Will this work? Hey, it does. Sweet. So we got solid fertilizer in there. Seeds are in there as well. We're probably going to need more fertilizer. I didn't know I'd say that out loud anytime soon, but it's a real possibility. So let's fast forward a little bit of time, and we're going to see how long it's going to take this rain to pass. Well, I don't think it's going to be happening anytime soon. It is currently getting dark. Is it calling for snow? Oh no. Well, it did snow overnight, but there doesn't appear to be any snow around. That's a good thing. I do need it to be a little bit further in the day so we can see what's going on. But after that, we're going to go through and we got to do some weeding. It is about 9, wait till about 10, and I think that's probably about as good as that's going to get. So we got weeds basically everywhere. If we take a look at the weed setup, hey, wait, select it. Where you at? Yeah, we got them all over the place. Not up at the top farm, because I think I forgot to seed that, but we do have it down here everywhere. The weeds actually look pretty cool, so that's neat. And we finally get to use this guy. Oh yeah. Oh, and just do me a favor and ignore that 37 million up at the top. Our productions were fantastic overnight. We went through a lot of stuff. Even the swath separator is done. So this is my first time using this bad boy. I can tell you I am quite excited to use this. I was really pumped to see that the Fendt Rogator was coming into the game. I kind of was hoping that we would get the Challenger version as well. I understand why we did not. Still want it, but I get it. So I'm going to be relying a lot on my GPS here because this is a big, big part. We need to turn on my fast farming here, and it should have the, yeah, little spot spray and stuff where it goes like, and it kills the weeds as we go. We can also turn, well, I was going to say we could turn on our little window down there at the bottom, but it doesn't look like that's going to be doing anything. Let's bring around. Let's take a look at this. Hang on just a second. Still showing weeds. Turn that off. Aha! It's working perfect. So the Fendt Rogator is the move, baby! To be fair, all sprayers can do this, so this isn't special. I just think it's really cool to have this doing it. I also wish I could see a little bit better, but that's neither here nor there. So we're going to keep the lights on for now. All right, and just like that, the first field of quite a few is done. Nice. Now we got to fold up and head to the next one. I'm trying to see if I missed any spots, but it doesn't look like I did. So that is good news. Also, what is good news is, yeah, look at that. Points going up. Being able to do weeding like this, this really helps your overall score. I don't know what it looks like if you turn off weeding. I haven't looked at that yet. I think that's probably a farmer cop question. However, I do know that with weeding on, it's easy. You don't use a lot. I mean, look at that. I've used, what is that, 12 liters? Or no, 112, sorry, yeah, 112 liters. It's ridiculous. It's super easy. Just turn the weeds on and go through. It does it automatically for you. It's wonderful. To be fair, the equipment is expensive. So there's that. And another field bites the dust. Ow. Yeah. There you go. All done. Ready to rock. Party time. All right, let's fold them up. Let's head to the next one. It's so weird how it folds straight forward. It's like it's stretching its arms. And then putting them back. On to the last field now. Not a lot left. Boom, baby. All is well. And we are done. Looking good. So the good thing is our nitrogen levels are fantastic on this farm down here. It is going to take a little while for the pH to readjust itself, but we're doing all right. You could also see up here at 38, 36, 37, we haven't done any fertilizing on those fields yet because, well, we haven't we haven't done anything up there. What we can do, though, is we can get a little bit of mowing done, even though this one's all over the place as well. I don't know what happened to my bale trailer. Did I ever even have a bale trailer? I don't know. Maybe I deleted the mod. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, we are going to be using this guy right here. We're going to be running a 25 meter working width. We got the Colossus mower on the front. We've got the AgriFlex on the back. Love this mod. Absolutely. It is one of the coolest things ever. Let's go in here. 25 meters, looking fresh. It is showing a 1 headland setup, but I'm going to do a 2 headland setup because it makes everything go from kind of whooshy to bam, up and down. I like the up and down. So let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into here. Drop that down. I'm gonna back up just a hair because we're gonna start here instead of around the side. That'll work, perfect. We also need to do one more thing. It is currently set to wide spreading. We need to set that to swap dropping. After that, we should be good. Why is the mower not working? Baler. Why's the baler not working? Did I not turn the baler on? Crap, I didn't turn the baler on, did I? Nope, baler's on. Huh. Do I have to lower it? Oh, I do have to lower it. What in the world? What have I done? I don't know. We're good now, though. We're good. DJ's fine. I'm going crazy, but we're good. We're okay. If I remember correctly, this mowing setup can also go pretty darn quick. Let's see. It's stopping around 10, 11 miles per hour right now. Let's see if we can unlock it and speed it up just a hair. These bales are really, really big. So because of that, we should be able to run fairly quickly with them. The bales are, wow, the bales are going to be extremely large. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That is a 60. Yikes, the pre-chamber is real small. Back that up, back it up. Nice. So we could go really, really fast. Actually, the pre-chamber, I don't know if they're backwards or if they're right, and I just never noticed. But as soon as we get down to the crap, as soon as we get down to the very end of the bell, we are going to have to slow the roll. Here we go. 96, 97, 98, 99. Slow it down. Oh, pre-chamber. That's the pre-chamber. The pre-chamber needs to be a lot larger. A whole lot larger. All right, so everything's good. I just went so fast that the pre-chamber felt like it was the post-chamber. Slow it down. Nice. Oh, yeah, we are rocking and rolling. Doing good. There's another thing we need to start figuring out is that $37 million. What are we going to do with that? I get the feeling that we're probably just going to have to buy the entire map. That's about the only thing I can think of. But there's some things that we're just not going to farm. But I guess, you know, if you've bought the whole map, you win, right? I think that's how that works. I like this a lot better than going back and forth at an angle. Straight line, very nice when it comes to farming. So we did pretty good. 12 bales. Not bad at all. Let's raise up, and then I think we can unload the unfinished bale, maybe? Negative. Why can I not do that? Whatever, we'll just cheat it in. Don't tell anybody I did that. All right, so we've done that. We've swapped them out, and we've now got a new bale trailer, which I think I purchased. The thing is, I think we got too many tractors again, so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to sell this Versatile right here, which I have 2 of these currently, and we're going to bring this up to this farm. So here, we can actually use a little bit of a bigger tractor. We don't need it to go super duper fast. All is good. And hopefully this bale trailer picks these bales up. It should. It's from the same modder. 3, 2, 1. Hey, all right. So I think we made 13 bales, if I remember correctly. So we just got to go through and pick them all up. They're all grass bales. And they're going to be turned into silage and sold. Nice and simple. And there it is. Very, very nice. Bring around here. We'll go ahead and unload them into here. And everything will be good to go. Now, these 13 bales are heavy. Not heavy, like they're huge. What is that, 70,000 liters each or something crazy like that? So this is it. There's no grass in there. There's actually nothing in this, in that thing right now. So, I was about to say, tell me it takes bales. I forgot, it's been a while. 800 and just about 80-ish liters. Wow, 880,000. That ain't too shabby. Not too shabby at all. There's a couple other things that I need to do before we move along much further. My manure point right here got, like, deactivated or something. I don't really know what happened, but it's not working anymore, and it's not connected to anything anymore. Because I looked at it, I was like, this should be a lot more manure in here. And there's just not. Connected to absolutely nothing. So what I gotta do is I gotta delete that, and then I gotta put it down again, and we'll see if it does any better. I believe this is in silo extensions. Is that right? No. Silos? Yes. I had it over there just kind of doing its own thing, but I'm not quite sure that's the place for it. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in the pen with the aminals. I'll see if I can twist it around just a little bit. Put it about right about there. Yeah. Bam. Ooh, that took away a lot. So I found the exact fence that is used with this mod. So I think I'm gonna like fence around it just for like funsies and a little bit of hilariousness. Just to make it look like nobody's supposed to be in there, but I mean, we all know they're gonna go in there. Look at that. Look at that. That's where the manure goes. Look, I think I'm funny, okay? Painting is messed up right now, so how does this look? It's not terrible. Could be a lot worse. All right, so there's no denying this is connected to cattle pen now. Thank goodness. So we can now leave that there over the next day-ish or whenever. They should be fine. Do they have any food? I haven't even looked to see how their food is. Buffalo milk slurry. They got 220,000. Oh, that's right. We went overnight, didn't we? I've already forgot I have a pig pen. I totally forgot. How's the animals doing? There's no food in there, and there is barely any food in here. Sorry, cows. Those poor hungry souls. Well, I think we're going to have to feed them in the next one. And that's when I will see you as well. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. We'll catch up in the next one when we feed the cows. Yeah. I'm standing on poo, by the way.